Hey, my name is Keith Ellison. I'm a Congress representing the 5th Congressional District of Minnesota. I'm here with my good friend, Representative Frank. Frank, how you doing, man?
Good to see you tonight, Keith.
Yeah, you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
I'm State Representative Frank Hornstein. I represent a district in the southwest part of Minneapolis and part of downtown Minneapolis. And Congressman Ellison and I served together in the Minnesota House of Representatives for 4 years. 2002 to 2006.
That's right. We work together a lot now. There's a lot of state and federal issues, so we pair up and work on issues of transportation, environment, civil rights, all kinds of stuff all the time. And we both felt it was important to sort of recognize some of the very disturbing things that have happened in our world, not just in the United States, but even abroad, particularly France, over the last several weeks. There appears to be a very disturbing rise in intolerance, extremism. It's been going on in our world for a long time, but the events of the last several weeks pretty disturbing, so we thought we'd get together and talk about it a little bit.
We were reminded of that just last week, where another attack took place in Denmark, attacking artists, and another vicious anti-Semitic attack on a synagogue. A guard in that synagogue was killed.
Synagogues attacked, people shot down because they're Jewish, people shot down because of their faith, not just in Europe. We're not immune here in the United States or in Minnesota. And so we feel that it's very important for people who hold a public trust, like both of us do, talk about the importance of tolerance, inclusion, and stand against scapegoating, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, racism, hatred. You know, these things really degrade society, and there are good and bad impulses in all communities, and we want to accentuate the good ones and ask people to turn to each other, not on each other.
There was a very hopeful response, I thought, coming from a very prominent Israeli rabbi who used to serve in the government of Israel. His name is Rabbi Michael Melchior, and also the head of the Islamic movement in Israel. And I just wanted to share with you something they wrote in a joint statement following this attack last week in Copenhagen, Denmark. They wrote together, "We are determined to continue our cooperative work, strengthening the positive forces within the two religions, and particularly amongst the young." So the fact that a rabbi and a sheikh in Israel can make such a statement is a hopeful sign, and one that I think should inspire us to move forward together in both of our faiths, and of course all faiths of the world, in terms of not only condemning anti-Semitic and racist and Islamophobic violence, but working together to prevent it and combat it in the future.
And I personally want to say, as a person of the Muslim faith, that I urge everybody, not just the leaders, but including the leaders, to condemn these anti-Semitic attacks. This is reprehensible, it's wrong, and we need to work together to get people together, get communities together so that they will know each other and not despise each other. The fact is, there's so much in this world that we have to do it together. So Frank, you know, I appreciate the work we've done together. I'll never forget when the mosque I go to and the synagogue your wife leads actually came together during one period of time when Ramadan and Yom Kippur coincided on the calendar. Remember that?
Yeah, we went to the mosque and we broke fast together.
Yes, we did.
Both communities. And that's the kind of thing that we need to build on and continue to do on a very consistent basis. Then our communities can work together and pray together and build a better community together.
If you hear something hateful, anti-Semitic, say something about it.
Thanks so much for your public service, Keith.
Thank you, man. All right.